Hey friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan. I'm just your average thrifty bargain hunter turned full-time reseller, and recently I started documenting my journey here on YouTube, and I'm so glad to have you. Today we have a thrift haul. It's mostly a bins haul, and one item, the very last item, is something I found at the regular store, but we will get to that when we get to it. If that sounds interesting, please do consider subscribing. And before we get into it, if you want to help my channel in the YouTube algorithm by leaving a comment, but you don't know what to comment, you can go ahead and leave this emoji. Okay, so I do have quite a few, hold on, let me fix my shirt. Okay, quite a few hard goods items. Well, technically it's 3 different things, but you'll see in a minute, to share with you. And we're gonna start with those. So the first set, I guess, is this little stack here. So this ephemera, I think that's what you call old paper things like letters and pictorials and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's called ephemera. Anyway, I found a bunch of that, and this was all nicely, it was mostly folded in half, but it was all in a giant plastic bag. And the first thing I actually saw was one of these on top. And I was like, okay, these are in great shape. Let me just grab that and I'll take a look at it at my cart. Well, I didn't look at it thoroughly at my cart. I looked at it enough to decide that I was going to spend, I think 69 cents is what they charge at my bins for books. And my bins considered this paper materials all one book, especially because I think it was all kind of together in one plastic bag. They considered it one book. So I paid 69 cents for all of this paper material that I'm about to share with you. The first thing is this. Love by mail marriage fails, which I thought was like such a crazy title for a newspaper article. Like, okay. And then this is from, when is this from? May 21st, 1932. I haven't really looked through any of these like in depth and read like everything, but I did read a few articles in some of these, and they are like wild. I have to find the other one. Oh, this is crazy. Police are ready to quit the Lindy case. Isn't that when I think a baby was stolen, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that was. March 8th, 1932. So I have that article, that newspaper, I guess. And then there's another really cool newspaper that I think I might keep and frame. What is this? Oh, this is kind of interesting. I think it's just about an election. And then I did read this article. Look how pissed off this man looks to be serving these women. His face says it all. Okay, so that's crazy. What year was this? May 21st, 1932. Another crazy one. Wall Street in panic as stocks crash. This is October 21st, 1929. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I was looking for this one. This is my favorite one, and I think I'm actually going to frame this and maybe put it like, I don't know, in the bathroom or something. I don't know where this would really go well, but I think it's so cool. Amelia lands in Ireland, tells flight story. So this is about Amelia Earhart. So I think that's so cool. And unfortunately, like I said, all of these were folded. So they do have like pretty substantial like crease marks in them. But this is the whole front page of this newspaper. Anyway, I think that's really cool. And this is from May 21st, 1932, the Wisconsin News. Slightly different from these newspaper articles. I found these. They were all together, like I said. Several of these. These are the New York Times midweek pictorials. And these are really cool. They're essentially like picture magazines for what's going on in the world from the New York Times. And this one is June 17th, 1915. So I think that's so cool. And I'll just go through quickly and show you the fronts of all of them that I got and read you the dates, but I'm not going to open them and show you all of them because it would take way too long. But I got that one. This one is from December 30th, 1915. They're all like moderately good condition, I would say, especially for how old they are. I think this one though is missing its front page, but this is from September 30th, 1915. This one's cool. A French peasant who reaps within the sound of guns in northern France and does not fear the harvest that is falling before death's scythe, just a few fields beyond. And this is August 5th, 1915. I didn't look these up to see if they were really worth anything, but I can imagine they would be worth something, maybe even to like a teacher or somebody who would want to show these in their classroom. This is from Thursday, March 4th, 1915. So a lot of these are 1915, which is so cool to me. Can actually like touch a piece of history. This is March 11th, again, 1915. May 27th, 1915. March 18th, 1915. September 9th, 1915. This one's crazy. That's a military balloon. And look at all the people. All the horses and all the people and all the sandbags holding this giant balloon down. That's wild. October 28th, 1915. November 18th, 1915. The last one, this one's in a little worse for wear condition, July 8th, 1915. So I am going to be listing some of these, and hopefully Editing Megan will have put some photos, some of my favorite photos from these on the screen, because just in glancing through some of them, some of the fashions like caught my eye immediately. I know a lot of them are like about wartime stuff, it seems like, but I think they're so interesting. Next hard goods item I got is so cool. And if this went with like the aesthetic of our house at all, we would be keeping it. But I feel like this is much more suited for like a beach home or a coastal grandma home or anything along those lines, because he's so cool. This is a fish shaped silver, I think it's silver plated actually, not silver, serving tray. And it does have a brand, Arthur Cougar. I think that's what Arthur Court. I'm not sure exactly what that says, but this does have a brand. And this little serving tray, I think I'm going to get around $100 for. The feet, I think, are so cool. They're like small fish as the feet of the serving tray. And he does have a fancy little like jewel tone eyeball. I got to like wipe him down a little bit. Jewel toned eyeball, which I think is really neat. And I think this is like a signature of this artist's work. But this is a pretty substantial size serving tray, and I just think he's so cool. He does have some like, looks like he got a little banged up right there in the bins, maybe some scratches right here, like at the highest point of his face. Yeah, right there. Unless that comes off. I don't think it's going to come off right there, but other than that, really great shape, and I think this is super duper cool. Okay, put this down. The next thing is one of my absolute favorite finds of the day, and I think this might be, to date, maybe possibly my favorite quilt I've ever found. So I did research this a tiny bit just to figure out what the pattern was called so I could tell you, and I believe this is like 7 Sisters, something like that, 7 Sisters or 9 Sisters, this star pattern, which I love. It's so like scrappy, and so many materials were used to make this quilt. It's a smaller size than some of the other ones I found. I'd say maybe it's like a queen or an oversized twin. Maybe it's a queen. It does have some damage to especially the edges. Like the edges need to be retrimmed or redone. I'm not exactly what you call that, but some of that is like worse for wear. Let me show you. But it's really old, so I feel like, what can you expect? It kind of just like has fallen apart from age, and this fabric it looks like it's really delicate too, so that's the edges that need to be just like redone maybe, or I guess you don't care and you just leave them like that. But I just love this star pattern. I hope you can see it pretty well. Oh yeah, you can. Really pretty. And let me get closer so you not hit the camera. So you can see some of these like gorgeous fabrics that were used. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is one of my all-time favorite quilts that I've ever thrifted. And shout out to Miss Nylene at my bins who gave me my first ever quilt. It was a double wedding ring quilt. And she was like, I don't know if you can do anything with this. It's really nice. And people put a lot of time and effort into them. And I was like, oh yeah, that's really beautiful. I'll take a look at it. That was over a year ago now. And I've slowly become a quilt picker, I guess. I get really excited when bins of blankets come out because nobody else cares about them. 75% of the time they have some sort of quilted thing in there, whether it be a nice handmade old quilt or a newer Target version. That remains to be seen, but do love me a good quilt. Look how pretty. Okay, let me shut up about this. And we will move on to the next item. And now we're going to get into the clothing. So thank you for sticking around. If you really care about clothes, through those things, because I have a good little haul for you guys. And first is these. These are a pair of men's rag and bone jeans. They are a skinny fit and they're a great size. I think they're a 30. Yeah, they're a 36. And here is the little rag and bone logo if you've never seen it before. And I will show you the interior tag as well. Rag and bone. And this right here is actually the style of the jeans. So I'm going to put rag and bone, fit one, what does it say, extra slim? Extra slim, size 36. And I think for these particular pair of jeans, the fact that they are extra slim is going to help them sell well. There is a strong market, at least in my experience, for men's slim fit rag and bone jeans. So very excited to find these. Next, these are a pair of Air. I think these are the Bomb Pop jean. They are a size 27. They do have some slight, where is it? Right here. I don't know if you can even tell. Like very, very minor waving to the denim. You can't even like see it hardly at all, but my eyeballs can see it. I did notice that when I found them, but these particular style and brand of jeans do pretty well for me. So I was not afraid to pick them up, even knowing they had that slight flaw. Raw hemline. The way I wish these were my size, because I love all of the details to these jeans. First of all, these are a pair of Nilly Low Tan jeans, so yay for that. They are a size 25. Couldn't fit me in a million years, but I love the style of these. They have like, I don't know, kind of like a, what would you call that? What's the guy that runs a train? Oh my gosh. Conductor, there we go. Conductor-ish vibes, like carpenter, conductor-ish workwear vibes. And then they have this like weird like seam right here at the back. This is the back of the knee that also continues to the front of the knee, and it makes them sort of like almost bow-legged. I don't know how to explain these. I haven't looked these up or found the style of them, but I do think these are going to do really well. Again, here is the tag. If I didn't show you for long enough, Nilly Low Tan. Oh, they're the Emerson. There we go. How nice. So I can probably put a model photo on the screen for you guys so you can see how these look on. So cool. And I think these are going to do really, really well. Next, this is a pair of Free People. I believe these are the Float On Flare. Why are they wet? Oh, they're wet. I just steamed them and they're not stained, they're wet. These are the Float On Flare jean. Really, really nice. These are a size 31 by We The Free. And I wish these were my size because I've been looking for a pair of extra, extra flare jeans, but these are just a little too big for me, so they will be for sale. Again, here is the tag, Free People, or We the Free, Float on Flare. I believe they're the Float on Flare. Super cute. Next, this is interesting. This is a Sherpa, like a fleece, but it's like dress length. It's not like completely floor length, so it's not like a trench coat. It's literally right past my knee length. And here's the brand. This brand is not a brand I usually get super jazzed about, and sometimes I would give it to Plato's Closet unless it was made of wool, but I've never found in my thrifting career a dress length fleecy coat, so I'm going to list this myself and see how she does. And if I didn't say, this is a size extra large, so soft. I'm very tempted to keep this, but I know this will sell very well. This is a wool blend, a more vert, kind of like throw over short sleeve cocoon wrap coat. And it's open wear, so I don't know why I really said wrap, but it does have these lovely drop-in pockets. It's two-tone, gray on the inside, navy on the outside, very soft, and I think this is gonna do fantastically. Let me see if it's fully wool. It's recycled wool, recycled cashmere, and recycled polyester. Really, really nice. And again, a more vert is the brand. Super nice. Very tempted to keep that, but we don't need it. This is so cool and right on trend. This is a quilted red drop-in pocket chore coat jacket with a corduroy collar. The brand George McKay. I've never heard of this brand before, but I think this is going to do fantastically. It is checking all of the boxes. It's the right color, it's the right style, it has the right fabrics, all of the things. Next, this is so cool, and if I was guessing, I would say this is a Depop special. This is a vintage rave tie front, kind of like 70s vibes, I guess, blouse with this little, what is this? Laser cutouts with a scallop trim on the sleeves as well as the bottom hemline. And like I said, it's tie front, which I think is a super cute extra added detail that people are going to be looking for. Tie front. I don't think it has a size that I can read anymore. No, so I will just have to measure it, and the back is plain. But like I said, I think this is a Depop special for sure. Cute. Again, another Depop special. Laguna Girl is the brand of this jacket, and this is a suede, a real suede, chocolate brown, little button front jacket, and here is the tag, Laguna Girl. Very Y2K, very 90s. It's a size large, and I think I said it's real suede. Let me just double check. Yeah, real leather. So I think this is going to do really well too, especially because of the color. Nothing is wrong with her either. Very soft as well. We'll see how she does. This is so cute. And I was sad at first because I didn't think she had a brand, but the brand is hiding in the pocket. This is a vintage, I would guess, late 70s, early 80s, little full zip winter vest. It is by Kirsten. Let me show you the tag, because like I said, it's in the pocket. And it is a size medium. I'm like looking for it. It's right there, screaming in my face. Whoa, can we focus? Hello. Hello. Nope, can't focus. Okay, well, my light doesn't like this tag, but that's the tag, Kirsten, and it's a size medium. And I do believe this vest is reversible, so if you don't care for all the flowers, you can reverse it and it becomes just this navy blue color on the inside. But I do think the flowers and the polka dots and this little, like, I don't know, window pane pattern at the bottom are so cute and what is really going to help sell this vest for me. I also like the fact that it has this extra large zipper pull. That is also a bonus and something that I will make mention of in my listing. Next, this is crazy and I can't believe it. Well, I can, because it doesn't necessarily say the brand name on it, which I think is going to throw some people when they go looking for it online or looking at it on my listing when I do get it listed. Speaking of, if you see anything in this haul or any of my hauls that you were interested in and you don't see it listed on my sites, on my closet, in my closets, please let me know in the comments below and I will prioritize listing that first for you. But this was just chilling in the bin. This is a stunning leather trench coat. I would say it's 80s, 90s. I have to do some more research and find out exactly about this tag because that will tell me exactly the era of this jacket. But as I get closer, you might see this says V all over it. And you're like, oh, what is collection made in Italy? First of all, this tag is hanging on by a thread. By the grace of God, it's still there. You might recognize this slightly. And if you're like, oh, Megan, that looks like the Medusa head, you would be correct. These buttons also have that logo on there. And let me see if I can get it to focus a little bit better. There we go. They're very detailed buttons. And this indeed is a vintage leather Versace trench coat. I mean, are you kidding me? And I did go ahead and steam this. I put a microfiber cloth over the top, over my steamer head, and I just have a regular Jiffy steamer, so I just covered my steamer head with a microfiber cloth, turned it on, and steamed this jacket because the way I guess it was laying in the bins, the leather had been covered over the buttons, and the sleeve, it's still there a little bit, had a really bad indentation of one of the buttons. You can kind of still see it, but like, I'm telling you, it was like the full logo embossed right there. And I was like, oh no. But my steamer pretty much took it almost all the way out and made it a lot better. So if you're wondering about steaming leather, you absolutely can steam leather. I would say the key is keep moving quickly. Do not let the leather get like wet. Don't let it like saturate the leather, but keep on moving. And I think the microfiber cloth was also a really big help. But are we kidding? This is like quintessential, like perfect style leather trench. It's not floor length, unfortunately. I feel like that's the only way this could be better is if it was floor length. It is on me right past my knee. So it's pretty long still, but this is like cyberpunk, mall goth. This is 90s. This is, so cool. And I think these little logo buttons are just, I mean, oh, that one's upside down, but so cool. Versace, okay. Next, this is a really great bread and butter, at least for me, Packed. And this is a brand that I have actually seen sold at my local Whole Foods. So I'm not sure if that's like an every Whole Foods location type of deal, but I have seen it at Whole Foods. It is a size small, and this is just a really great classic knit cream cardigan with drop-in pockets. I think it has all of the key factors going for it, and I don't think this will take very long to sell at all. This is so cool, and I'm probably going to keep this for myself. See me wearing this in an upcoming video. Don't be surprised. This is so cool. This is a puffy, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to really show you on screen, but people really like the puffy logo vintage things. So if you ever find anything that has a puffy logo, maybe give it puffy graphic, maybe give it a Google just using those keywords and see what happens. But this is a 80s or 90s? 90s, I think. 1992 vintage Santa Claus times like collegiate sweaters of the time looking holiday sweatshirt, and I love that. I love wearing vintage collegiate wear from this era, and I just think this is so cute. So for right now, I think I'm at least going to keep it at least for a little while. It is a Jerseys size extra large. In what universe is this a size extra large? I'm not exactly sure, but that's what that says. I think this is so cute though. Really cute too, and the brand surprised me, and it surprised me even more when I Google imaged it just to make sure it was worth picking up and not overly saturated. This is a really nice window pane wool. I think it's 100% wool. Oh, I have it backwards. Hold on. The back is the same as the front though, so it doesn't really matter. Wool mock neck sweater by Talbots. Yeah, it's 100% wool, and this is a petite large. It's a vintage Talbot's piece though. And this comps for this were like $50, so I was not about to leave that. I think this is a great holiday sweater, but it also doesn't scream like Christmas. This is so cute, and I wish it was my size. Are we joking? Little puff sleeve, like cut out knit cardigan moment, and this is by Everlane. This is a size small, and I believe it is a wool cashmere blend. Merino wool, Pima cotton, and alpaca. No cashmere, but alpaca. And this lived at the regular store for $5.99. I absolutely would have paid $5.99 for this at the regular store. Again, I think this has all the key style factors going for it, and I don't think this will take very long to sell at all. The poof sleeves are so stinking cute. Are you kidding me? And there's the Everlane tag if I didn't show you for long enough. Okay, and this is the last bins item, and then I have one more item to show you, like I said, that I got from a regular store. But first, are you joking me? This is a vintage button front underwire little sheer bra top, and I am going to indeed list it as a top and not as a intimates piece. I'm going to list it as a sheer like camisole. I think this is so pretty, and it does have a brand which we love. Jezebel Renee is the brand. Let me show you. It's coming up, and it is a size 36D, which is wonderful. I don't have to guess. So pretty. I love that button front detail. Yeah. Okay, and this last item is something, like I said, I found at a regular thrift store, and I found this very shortly after my winter brands, my Bolo winter brands video went up, and this is actually a brand that was included in that video. And in the video, I said, I've only found this brand one time and I would love to find it more often. And I swear this was like 2 thrift trips later that I found these absolutely stunning snow pants. There is nothing wrong with them. They're so substantially made, and these are actually by Flowenschul. And if you watched my winter Bolos brand, you will know this brand is a high-end winter brand. And that is actually the logo right there. Flowenschul is how you say it. And they were 30. So I have a clip. I will put it in because I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when I saw them. This logo was just staring at me. It was literally just like hanging out of the aisles staring at me. And I was like, what is going on right now? And then I grabbed them and I saw that they were $34.99. I was like, oh no, that's a little expensive. And do you know the color of the week was yellow? So I got these for half off. So that's wonderful. But I haven't listed them yet. I'm about to though. And I think these are going to do really well. I love this like kind of like muted two-tone colorway it's got going on. Not very in your face, very like quiet luxury vibes. This is a wool blend right here on the top, like hemline. They're just so nicely made. Like just in comparison, even to like Patagonia, these just feel so much nicer. But with all of that being said, with me finding manifesting these pants, I figured maybe I could do a video of some brands that I have on my thrift wish list for 2025. Maybe manifest them into happening just like I feel like I did with these. If you would like to see that, please let me know in the comments below. They will be brands that I personally have not thrifted. So you may have thrifted them, you may have found them before, maybe you have never heard of them, but maybe I'll do like 10 or so brands that are on my thrift wish list, thrift bucket list for 2025. Yeah, if that sounds interesting, please let me know in the comments below. And that is it for this video. If you stuck around and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on the way out, that would be awesome. See you next time, friends. Bye.